Hi Aries, welcome back to another video with me, Gwen Arcana, and this is Wandering Magic. We're going to be doing energy readings for the month of January 2021. Happy New Year! And so this is very quickly what we're going to do. 4 tarot cards from the tarot card deck, 1 oracle from here, and 1 oracle card from here. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Welcome back. So we have the Sovereign of Wands in reverse, which is the Queen of Wands. We have the Hanged One in reverse. We have the Sovereign of Swords, the Pillar, which is the Empress in reverse. And then for our Oracle card, we have Shining Through. And then this Oracle card we're going to save for later. Okay, so starting off with the Sovereign of Wands, that's the energy that the month is going to bring. And I feel like, quite frankly, you're just pissed off. Something is not right. Something is not going your way. And it doesn't have you in the best of moods lately. So this month we're going to focus on trying to change that energy. But first, let's see what might be causing you to feel not so happy in your life right now. Like, what's going on? Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. This could be someone not making you a priority in your life. Or if this is work related, it could definitely be like your job is kind of making you on call, or things are just not stable right now. So it's putting you in a bad place. Also, I'm feeling like you have an idea about like this not being a good idea, but you're in it anyway. And so I think you need to ask yourself why. Why are you settling for less? Because that's what the Seven of Cups in reverse is, to me, saying you're settling for less for something. If it's putting you in a bad mood, like, why are you in it? Why are you still there? And I think you need to consider those things, because you know, this you're choosing this path of unhappiness, this path of uncertainty, and it's putting you in this negative fiery energy, right? Because as an Aries, you're already in that fiery energy, but this is putting you in a mood that is just not good. If you feel like there might be hope on the horizon, like, that's good, but essentially, like, this is a situation where you're no longer in control. You're just not in it anymore. Yeah, the World card is, it needs to just stop. It needs to come to an end. This needs to be left in the past. It needs to be left in 2020, because the World card is the last card, which is like, been there, done that with this situation, and I'm over it. You're over it at this point with this World card showing up here. So this Queen of Swords, rather, I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands here is, it's telling you like you're in a funky mood, but you're choosing to be there, and we need to take you out of that. What you need to focus on is the Hanged One in reverse, and that's basically getting control of your life back. So it's you having the control. So if you look at this card a little closer, it's you offering the rose to someone, taking control and not touching the rose by the thorns to get pricked or hurt. You see, if this was in the right direction, you'd be dropping it and letting it go. But this is like, I'm choosing whomever I choose or please to give this rose to. And it's also that inner knowing. Also, I'm feeling self-love here, and that might be coming through with the Empress, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, this is what you should focus on, and that is basically getting control and taking your life back. Because this is something that has made you feel like you have no control. This person may be trying to manipulate you, or your boss might be trying to manipulate you. This situation is just not ideal, and it's time to just release this in January. And yeah, if it's got you in a bad mood, I mean, why would you want to keep that around anyway, right? Our Queen of Swords is why you should be getting that control back, because that's exactly what the Queen of Swords represents. Control, boundaries, being in it, using logic, removing your heart and your emotions from the situation, and using your mind, taking complete control of your mind and your actions. And yes, taking actions, sitting in your throne and having things come to you, because you're officially in control and not letting anyone take your seat. Your crown is crooked, it's time to straighten it. This is about having that conversation too. You want to have this conversation because it's probably long overdue. It's been a long time coming, and having that open communication is going to push you in the right direction. You know, your mouth has been closed for too long, and, you know, watch also what you say, because your words can be a little cruel, especially if you're not in the best of mood with this person or situation. You want to watch your delivery of that message, but you absolutely want to get that out. I'm sure you can find a way to articulate your words and your thoughts and to form into something a little bit more loving, coming from a place, from a good place. And if your tone seems off, acknowledge that in the middle of it and say, I know that I said it this way, but maybe you're feeling hurt. You're hurt by this. But this needs to be said, and I would advise not holding this in. Your advice here is the Empress in reverse. And the Empress is telling you, like, you're standing in your own way. You're choosing not to move on. You're choosing to stay in this situation. But you need to get the control, because I feel like you've been in a very controlling situation, or just a situation that you feel stuck in, and it has taken over you so much that you feel like you need it. You feel like it has to be there. But you need to, first of all, love yourself, because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't be putting yourself through this. If you love and care about someone, you wouldn't put them through hell, essentially. So why would you want that done to you, right? Take care of yourself, because you deserve all the abundance. You deserve to receive love that you've probably been lacking. And, you know, I don't just mean by like romantic love, but just like to be appreciated also is what's really coming through here. Stop trying to make something work that is no longer working either, and just let it be and just see what happens. So your oracle advice is shining through, and this is you being very like incognito. So the flower was closed, it was closed off, and now it's starting to open. And you know, when people are distracted, they won't even notice that you're starting to bloom and blossom, and it's just going to happen. You're like a capsule being opened and just shining this bright, beautiful light for everybody to see. And again, okay. I'm also feeling like you might be in a dark place right now. You may be surrounded by some negative energy, but things are going to get better. You can't see that right now, because if we're going back to the flower analogy, you're kind of closed in this dark place. But once you start to open, the light is going to shine through the tunnel, and you're just going to see crystal clear, and you're just going to realize you just shouldn't even be in this anymore. Okay? The oracle advice, it says one date. It's telling you to take a chance and like switch up your type. So again, if you've been doing things a certain one way, it's time to break out of that. Release that. This is also a reminder that one day things will be different. And I feel like you need to be reminding yourself that whatever this is, it's temporary. Whatever this is well overdue for change, and it's going to happen one day, right? So just stay optimistic, remain open to the possibilities, love yourself, be smart about it, take control back into your life, and bring the compassion back. Bring that love back. Bring the joy of life that you may have feel like you've lost. You know, a lot of people too might be in quarantine feeling a bit of hopelessness and sadness and not really being in control and just kind of going with the flow of it. And that's absolutely a beautiful way to do it. But sometimes when you start to lose control of your life, you lose sight. You lose sight of what is real, what is true, what you need to tolerate. And I feel like you're tolerating a lot of BS right now. So you kind of want to come out of that. Remember, we had the World card come out earlier that was telling us, like, we're ending those cycles. Been there, done that, right? We're changing things back to the way that you want them to be. And I'm going to remind you again, I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but just watch your delivery, because you definitely have something to say this month. And it's going to be impactful. Things haven't been going your way, Aries, but I feel like, you know, because you've been down, you're not going to continue to spiral downward. There's only one way else you can go, and that's up. And I feel like, again, this oracle card is telling you, like, you're going to shine through. You're going to bloom, you're going to blossom. You're going to be great. You're going to be radiant. You just got to take this control back. And you have to just let it go. Okay? Alright, Aries, I hope you found that helpful. As usual, we have a giveaway at the end of the month. So check the description box for that. It's super easy to win. It's for a free tarot reading. So maybe if you have questions on this situation, you could win one of those. Yeah, so again, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.